What's the song that immediately makes you think of a movie? The opening riff of Where Is My Mind by the Pixies will forever evoke an image of exploding buildings as Edward Norton says you met me at a very strange time in my life. From Fight Club, the segue in Layla, where it slows down and goes piano heavy. Goodfellas always brings to mind when Jimmy starts whacking the Lufthansa crew. Wanted to put my own examples in here. I Wanna Dance with Somebody 13 going on 30. Sweet Emotion We're the Millers. Danger Zone Top Gun. Son of a Preacher Man makes me think of Pulp Fiction every single time. And just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in reminds me of The Big Lebowski. I Will Always Love You. Ask my wife, she'll say The Bodyguard. Ask my mom, she'll say The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Muse's Supermassive Black Hole is now always associated with Twilight, and I'm cursed to think of the goofy vampire baseball scene every time I hear it. The Proclaimers' I'm Gonna Be 500 Miles. Benny June. The Pixies' Where's My Mind? Fight Club. Dropkick Murphys' I'm Shipping Up to Boston. The Departed. Bobby Womack and Peace Across 110th Street. Jackie Brown. Grandaddy AM 180. 28 Days Later. These are just a few I thought of right away. Mostly any of Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm too young to have known them when they came out, so it's Guardians for me. It's funny, Six Underground by the Sneaker Pimps will always remind me of the movie The Saint, even though I've never seen the movie. Haha. The Power of Love by Huey Lewis in the News immediately makes me think of the classic 80s movie Back to the Future. It's impossible not to hear that iconic opening riff and not think of Marty McFly riding his skateboard down the street. Fun fact: Huey Lewis himself has a cameo in the movie as a talent scout who tells Marty's band they're just too darn loud. The Promise When in Rome from Napoleon Dynamite. You wanna play me? It's legitimately euphoric when a film song association hits. I can't believe I forgot this one, it's literally my SO's ringtone. Hugh Lazarus Goodbye Horses. Silence of the Lambs. Head Over Heels will always take me back to the first time I saw Donnie Darko. Love that movie and Tears for Fears. More recently I will never been able to hear Crazy on You without thinking of Adam Warlock now. Everybody's talking Harry Nilsson's version Midnight Cowboy. Same thing with that haunting harmonica they used as a theme. Filter: Hey man, nice shot. It fits so well in Demon Knight, it's almost like it was written for the movie. Magic by Mick Smiley will forever be connected to Ghostbusters for me. Don't know the song? Listen to it here. If you are at all familiar with Ghostbusters, you'll know it when you hear it. I'm never gonna listen to Stuck in the Middle with You again without thinking of Mr. Blonde cutting Officer Nash's ear off. John Williams themes for Star Wars, Jurassic Park, Indiana Jones, Jaws, Close Encounters, Home Alone, Saving Private Ryan, Superman, E.T. Bittersweet Symphony always takes me back to that scene in Cruel Intentions in the 90s in general. Eric Clapton's Layla. The piano outro always makes me think about Goodfellas when they're finding all the bodies. I Need a Hero is so synonymous with Shrek 2 to me at this point, and 1,000 Miles makes me think of White Chicks. Blinded by the Light by Manfred Mann's Earth Band. Movie Blow. It's my all-time favorite movie, I could watch it over again not get sick of it. Sweet Home Alabama makes me think of Joe Dirt. And pretty much all songs from Dumb and Dumber make me think of it. Footloose 1984. Footloose Kenny Loggins. Dancing in the Sheets Shalimar. Dazed and Confused 1993. Hurricane Bob Dylan. School's Out Alice Cooper. Honestly most of the soundtrack lol. Without a Paddle 2004. Hold 'em Loosely 38 Special. Deliverance Bubba Sparks. 51st Dates 2004. Wouldn't it be nice the Beach Boys? Just to name a few lol. I scrolled a while and didn't see it, but Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen and Foxy Lady by Jimi Hendrix in the movie Wayne's World. Freebird Leonard Skinner. That scene where she stands on the Legend Doesn't Have Fear. Remember watching that movie in my high school classroom cause it was near the end of the school year and that scene stuck with me. The guitar solo really had me having a hard time sitting still in my chair, but I also noticed it in a couple of classmates too. It was just a very exciting feeling. Don't You Forget About Me. Pitch Perfect. X200B. X200B, 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 X200B. Relax guys, relax. I know it's most well known for Easy A, not a movie, but at this point I can't hear Where Is My Mind? By the Pixies without thinking of The Leftovers. Such a genius show.